Good night, everybody. Cookie here. Looking at the new base skin coming out. It's called Lake Lerna Rock. It's a navy skin, and they're giving us some basic information here. For level 1, it's 8% damage increase in the front row, 12% or 6% decreased damage in the back 2 rows, and 35% attack boost. Holding in stock is a 22% Navy HP boost. I don't really recommend doing the level 1 unless you're free to play and that's the only number of points you can get to, and you don't really have other stuff. Then sure, in your Navy base, go for it. I really look at the level 2s and try to compare them to what else there is. You can see here your level 2 is Lake Lerna Marsh, which is, front row has a 16% damage increase, back 2 rows have 12% damage decrease, 70% attack boost for everybody. Holding in stock, it gives you a 50% HP boost and a 2% decreased damage for Navy, or 2% decreased damage for all units. The 50% HP boost is for Navy. And there's a March skin, which is the same as any other March skin. It gives you a 10% marching speed boost. It might be part of a March bond, but you'll have to look in the bond hall to see that. So here's my basic thoughts on this skin. I'm going to compare it to the Enigma Island skin, which was the last Navy skin to come out, which was a pretty good Navy skin. First thing I always say about these skins is when a skin is specific to a certain troop type, you have to be careful about that because it will only really help that troop type. This skin, if you have Air Force or Army, is only going to give you the 70% attack and the 2% decreased damage. Everything else is for Navy here. So you want to make sure that, you use Navy if you get the skin, or you really, really want that damage decreased that badly. There are universal skins that are really good, which, you may want to stick with here. But first of all, if you're primarily Navy only, then we'll compare this to Enigma Island, which was a very good Navy-only skin. And then secondly, if you use Navy as one of your main marches and, you want that 50% HP holding in stock boost and the 2% decreased damage for everybody, that is worth getting if you're going to get those vouchers anyway in the event. Those are good holding in stock boosts. Not a lot of skins give you that. Now to compare it to the Enigma Island skin. Enigma Island gave us a 20% damage increase in the front row, so that was 4% better. It gave us a 70% HP boost in the first 2 rows. This one gives us a 12% decreased damage taken for Navy in the back 2 rows. Front row is a little more important than back rows, but I still prefer your decreased damage, over your HP boost, though at 12% versus 70%, it's about 6 times. So it's closer to similar than not. And so while, yes, the decreased damage is, I think, still probably better to have, but it's not as much of a difference when it's 70% HP. And then they both have the 70% attack. So I actually think as an equipping base, I might prefer Enigma Island over the Lake Lerna Marsh. But the holding in stock would be the reason to get this. You would get the 50% HP boost, which is, another 50% HP for your Navy. And you get 2% decreased damage on all your units, which, over time, those things start to add up. Now, I don't recommend you go crazy spending for this skin, especially if you're not a Navy main. But if you can get this skin with the vouchers, I think it's worth having because of the holding in stock bonus. All right, and that's my 10 cents on the new May base skin. Take a minute to hit like and subscribe, guys. Really appreciate all of you. Have a good night. Cookie out.